Many people believe that a birth date is just a number, but what if it's actually encoded with clues about your life's mission? There's a reason you were born on that specific date. Your birth was predestined to fulfill a divine purpose, and today, I'm going to reveal it to you. In this video, I'll take you on a fascinating journey to discover how the exact date of your birth could be unveiling deep secrets about your purpose in life. We're not talking about mere coincidences, but about a meticulously orchestrated plan that could completely change your perception of who you are and what you're meant to achieve. We'll explore ancient teachings, celestial mysteries, and I'll show you how this hidden knowledge can unlock a new level of clarity and direction in your life. If you've ever felt like there's something more beyond what you can see, this video might be the key you've been searching for. If you're ready to discover your destiny, let's begin. Have you ever considered the possibility that your birth date holds the keys to your destiny? Today, we'll reveal how certain dates can be windows into a higher destiny assigned by celestial forces. This journey of discovery promises to transform your self-perception and deepen your spiritual connection. Imagine for a moment that the day you were born wasn't a random event, that instead of being just a date marked on a calendar, it's a sign of destiny, a call to fulfill a specific mission in this world. Think about this. Have you ever felt out of place, as if your life has a greater purpose than you can see? Pay close attention, because this feeling could be the first sign that your birth date is connected to something deeper and more meaningful. Throughout my personal journey, I've crossed paths with souls whose very presence suggests they were designated for transcendent roles. Perhaps you, too, are part of this distinguished group, selected to influence the grand tapestry of life in a significant way. In this video, I invite you to discover how the day you were born could be the key to unlocking your true purpose in this world. The deeper meaning of birth dates. Imagine discovering that your birth wasn't a random event, but rather a clear and powerful sign of your selection for a specific mission. Birth dates aren't just numbers, they're reflections of a preordained destiny, signs of a path we must follow. Every date holds a hidden meaning waiting to be deciphered. Throughout history, cultures and traditions have viewed births as a sign of what is to come. From the astrologers of ancient Babylon to the sages of ancient China, humanity has sought to understand how these specific moments in time can influence a person's destiny. In astrology, for example, the exact moment of your birth determines your natal chart, a cosmic map that reveals your strengths, challenges, and the path you should take in this life. But beyond astrology, many cultures believe that the date you're born indicates the spiritual mission you've come to fulfill. A 2013 study by the University of Tokyo found that people born in certain months of the year showed tendencies to develop specific skills or emotional inclinations that seemed to be influenced by the time of year they were born. Could it be that your birth date is also influencing the way you experience the world and connect with others? Numerology, a practice dating back thousands of years, suggests that the numbers surrounding our birth can influence our lives in mysterious ways. Every number has its own vibration and energy, and when combined in a specific date, they can reveal important aspects of our personality and destiny. Think about this. If every day of the year has its own meaning in the cosmic calendar, what could the day you were born mean for you? Ancient teachings and sacred texts. To understand the true power of our birth date, we must dive into the ancient teachings and sacred texts that have dealt with this topic for millennia. Scriptures and traditions from around the world have suggested that our arrival in life is not a mere accident, but a carefully orchestrated part of a divine plan. In sacred scriptures, from the Bible to the Quran, we find references to how every human being is known by the divine before they are born. A powerful passage from the Bible states, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I sanctified you." Jeremiah 1:5. This concept is also illustrated in the design of the Hebrew calendar, where dates are intrinsically linked to transcendental events and life cycles, reflecting the interaction between the divine and the everyday. But these ideas aren't found only in the Judeo-Christian realm. In ancient India, the Vedas, the oldest texts of the Hindu tradition, speak of the importance of births on sacred days as a special blessing, a sign that that person has been sent to this world to fulfill a dharma, a special mission. These texts remind us that our arrival in the world is not arbitrary, but a chosen moment that reflects a synchronicity with cosmic and spiritual rhythms. A fascinating example is the Mayan calendar, which attributes a deep meaning to each day, indicating that we are all born with a specific energy that influences our mission on Earth. According to the Mayans, the day of your birth determines your nahual, a kind of spirit guide that accompanies you throughout your life. This belief highlights the idea that the moment we are born not only defines us, but also connects us with cosmic and spiritual energies. In the Christian tradition, the birth of prophetic figures and their precise timing underscore the notion that certain dates carry significant spiritual weight. The arrival of the Messiah at a specific moment, foretold by prophets and celebrated at Christmas, is an example of how certain days are laden with meaning and divine purpose. Could it be that our own birth date is imbued with a similar meaning, waiting to be discovered and understood? Examples of significant dates. Let's explore how birth dates and certain events can be imbued with a divine purpose or special symbolism, guiding people toward specific destinies that resonate with their spiritual essence. From religious leaders to visionary artists and historical moments, many people and events have found in their dates a sign of their calling in life. Consider, for example, those born on January 1st, a day that symbolizes new beginnings and leadership. One of those born on this date is the celebrated writer J.D. Salinger, author of The Catcher in the Rye, a work that challenged the literary and social norms of his time. The stories of individuals born on this date often include transformative initiatives, like Vern Troyer, known for his role in the Austin Powers movies, who was also born on January 1st, and despite the physical challenges he faced, left a legacy in film. These individuals exemplify how a birth on the first day of the year can be associated with a mission of leadership and renewal. Another example is found in those born on July 7th, a date that resonates with the number 7, a symbol of spiritual perfection and completeness in many cultures. Personalities like Ringo Starr, the legendary drummer of the Beatles, who was born on July 7th, have felt called to roles of teaching and spiritual guidance, deeply influencing popular culture and music. Through his art, Ringo has sought to illuminate the path for many, reflecting the mystery of the 7 stars and the 7 candlesticks described in Revelation. This date has also witnessed significant events, such as the inauguration of the first Tour de France in 1903, marking a beginning that would forever change the history of sports. March 3rd, associated with creativity and deep spiritual connection, is another noteworthy date. The influential inventor Alexander Graham Bell, who was born on this date, changed the course of history by inventing the telephone, connecting the world in ways no one had imagined. People born on this day often possess a unique ability to impact others through their intuition and creativity. Another example is Jessica Biel, also born on March 3rd, who has used her platform in Hollywood not only to entertain, but also to advocate for social and environmental causes, delivering messages that resonate with her audience. September 9th is associated with wisdom and the fulfillment of the divine plan. It's the birth date of the revolutionary Chinese political philosopher Mao Zedong, who played a crucial role in the history of China and the world. Although his legacy is complex and often controversial, his influence on world history is undeniable. Those born on this date, like the iconic musician and activist Paul McCartney, tend to apply and share their wisdom in ways that perfectly align with celestial designs. McCartney, born on June 18th, also identifies with this energy due to his global contributions and his constant pursuit of harmony and peace through his music. Now consider December 25th, a date filled with symbolism of renewal and hope, known primarily as the day of Jesus Christ's birth, whose impact on humanity is immeasurable. In more recent times, this date has coincided with the birth of personalities like the singer Annie Lennox, a powerful voice in music and a committed human rights activist. Lennox, born on this date, has used her platform to inspire and do good, reflecting the symbolism of her birth on such a significant day. This day has also been marked by tragic events, such as the 1976 earthquake in Tabriz, Iran, which claimed thousands of lives, reminding us of the duality of hope and adversity that can coexist on the same day. Coincidences in dates also manifest in recurring events, like the earthquakes that shook Mexico City on September 19th in 2 different years, 1985 and 2017, both devastating and filled with symbolism for the country. This coincidence has generated a profound sense of reflection and has inspired a spirit of resilience and unity among Mexicans. Thus, these dates not only mark moments in time, but are also imbued with deep symbolism that transcends the visible. These stories and events not only teach us about the power of dates, but also invite us to explore the meaning of our own birth date in the context of our personal mission. They remind us that, like these individuals and events, our lives may be connected to a greater purpose that we have yet to discover. Reflecting on the coincidences and symbols surrounding our birth dates could be the key to unlocking our true potential and understanding our place in the grand scheme of the universe. As we contemplate these truths, we realize that the dates we're born on might indicate a unique calling, an invitation to play a role in the grand fabric of the universe. But how can we interpret these signs, and what do they tell us about our true purpose in life? Reflecting on the meaning of our birth date isn't just an exercise in curiosity. It's a profound act of self-knowledge. It's a moment to pause and ask, what does it really mean to have been born on this specific date? What lessons, challenges, and opportunities has life presented to me since then? This introspection can reveal hidden patterns and recurring themes that lead us toward our true purpose. Remember, we're not alone in this journey. Many people have felt this same unease, this desire to discover something deeper in their existence. And it's precisely this search that connects us to something greater, something that transcends the visible and guides us toward a broader understanding of our mission in life. The practice of meditation and daily reflection on our birth date can help us unravel these mysteries. By connecting with our birth date on a deeper level, we can begin to see how the events of our lives align with a greater purpose. This process of reflection allows us to discover the gifts and talents we've been given and how we can use them to fulfill our mission in this world. As you reflect on your own birth date, ask yourself, what recurring patterns have you noticed in your life? Are there significant events that align with certain dates or times of the year? These observations can offer you clues about the path you should follow and how you can fulfill your divine purpose. Personal testimonies and experiences. Stories of individuals who have discovered a higher purpose in their birth date are a testament to the fact that our lives are intertwined with a greater purpose. These stories aren't mere coincidences, but signs that each of us has an important role to play. A testimony that resonates deeply is that of Betsy Ross, born on January 1st, 1752. Betsy is known for having sewn the first American flag, a symbol that has inspired generations and marked a new beginning for the nation in its struggle for independence. Her life and legacy reflect how those born on January 1st often feel called to lead or initiate transformative projects. Another notable example is Alfred Stieglitz, born on January 1st, 1864, who revolutionized the art of photography and pioneered the recognition of photography as an art form in the United States, inspiring a whole generation of artists and photographers. December 25th, a date filled with symbolism of renewal and hope, is also the birth date of some of the most influential figures in history. Sir Isaac Newton, born on December 25th, 1642, not only transformed our understanding of the universe with his laws of physics, but also overcame the loss of his father before he was born, and a difficult childhood to become one of the most influential scientists of all time. On the other hand, Clara Barton, born on December 25th, 1821, founded the American Red Cross, dedicating her life to service and humanitarian aid, demonstrating that being born on this date can be linked with a deep sense of compassion and service to others. March 21st, associated with the spring equinox, is a date that symbolizes rebirth and new beginnings. Johann Sebastian Bach, born on March 21, 1685, is one of the most important composers in the history of classical music. Despite having faced the death of several of his children and financial difficulties, his music has transcended time, inspiring countless generations. Another example is Ayrton Senna, the legendary Formula One driver, born on March 21, 1960. Senna is remembered not only for his skill on the track, but also for his deep spirituality and philanthropic work, which continues to inspire millions of people in Brazil and around the world. The story of Simone Signoret, born on March 25, 1921, is also particularly inspiring. Despite the challenges she faced as an actress during the Nazi occupation of France in World War II, Signoret became one of the most recognized actresses of her time, winning an Academy Award. Her ability to overcome adversity and use her platform to defend human rights makes her an example of how people born on significant dates often transcend great difficulties and leave a lasting legacy. These stories show us that by paying attention to our birth dates and reflecting on their possible significance, we can discover a deeper purpose in our lives. What does your birth date say about you? Could it be that you're also destined for something greater? If you feel called to explore this aspect of your life, I encourage you to continue investigating and reflecting on what your birth date might be revealing to you. The role of numbers and symbols in dates. Here, we'll explore how certain recurring numbers and symbols in birth dates can have a profound spiritual meaning. Numerology, an ancient practice that dates back thousands of years, suggests that the numbers around us can influence our lives in mysterious and powerful ways. The number 7, for example, is considered a number of perfection and completeness in many cultures. In the Bible, the number 7 appears repeatedly, from the 7 days of creation to the 7 trumpets of Revelation. People born on dates that include the number 7 often feel a deep connection to the spiritual and a mission to guide others toward enlightenment. On the other hand, the number 3 is seen as a symbol of balance and harmony. In many spiritual traditions, 3 represents the Trinity: body, mind, and spirit, past, present, and future, birth, life, and death. People born on days that add up to or include the number 3 may have a natural inclination toward creativity and connection with the divine. A recent study from Columbia University analyzed the influence of numbers on life perception and found that many people born on dates with significant numerical meaning tend to feel a greater connection to the spiritual and seek a purpose beyond the material. This suggests that numbers may play a more important role in our lives than we commonly think. These examples invite us to consider how the numbers in our own birth dates might be sending us subtle messages about our lives and destinies. Could it be that the numbers and symbols in your birth date are trying to communicate something important about your purpose in this world? By paying attention to these details, we can discover new paths and directions that we might not have considered before. In addition to numbers, certain symbols may also be present in our lives from the moment of our birth. These symbols can appear in our dreams, in our meditations, or even in everyday events, and can offer us clues about our spiritual path. By learning to interpret these symbols, we can deepen our understanding of our mission in this life. Signs of a higher destiny. Now get ready, because here we'll discover the signs that indicate you might be destined for a special path in this life. These signs can appear in the most unexpected moments, and often they are subtle glimpses that invite us to explore and embrace our true purpose. A common sign is the persistent feeling that you don't quite fit into the common molds of society. This feeling, far from being a sign of exclusion, can be an invitation to explore less traveled paths that are aligned with a higher calling. It's as if certain people are equipped with an internal compass that guides them toward destinations that only they can reach. Another powerful sign is the experience of moments of intense clarity or guidance, where the path to follow suddenly seems illuminated against all logic or expectation. These episodes may appear as instinctive decisions that only in hindsight reveal their true importance in our personal journey. These signs aren't merely lucky twists of fate, but rather carefully orchestrated moments that push us toward our true purpose. If you found yourself in situations where your decisions or actions positively impact the lives of others, it could be a manifestation of a unique gift meant to be shared. This gift can take many forms, from leadership abilities to artistic or intuitive capacities, and its conscious use can foster connection and well-being within a community. A 2018 study conducted by Harvard University suggests that people who experience these signs more frequently tend to have a greater sense of purpose and life satisfaction. This reinforces the idea that paying attention to these signs can help us find our true path and fulfill our divine mission. Moreover, it's important to remember that these signs won't always be obvious. Sometimes they may appear in the form of challenges or difficulties, but by overcoming these tests, we can discover our true strength and purpose. By staying alert and receptive to the signs around us, we can find the path we've been searching for. The importance of accepting your mission. Accepting this destiny isn't always easy, but it's crucial to fulfill the purpose that has been assigned to us. Throughout history, we've seen how those who have accepted their destiny with faith and determination have managed to change the course of their lives and the lives of those around them. The story of Job in the Bible is a powerful example of how adversity can be a vehicle for spiritual purification and eventual blessing. Despite the trials and tribulations he faced, Job maintained his faith, and in the end, he was rewarded with a full and blessed life. This story teaches us that while accepting our destiny may be difficult, by doing so with humility and trust, we can overcome any obstacle and fulfill our mission. Consider also the story of a man who, after losing everything, found a new understanding and closeness with the divine. This experience transformed his life, leading him to rebuild it with a renewed purpose. His story is a testament to the fact that the darkest moments of our lives can be preludes to deep renewal. Accepting our destiny requires deep humility and a commitment to follow the direction we've been given, regardless of the challenges we face. It's important to remember that every trial overcome and every gift used correctly are steps toward the fulfillment of our divine purpose. Like Mary, who accepted her role in a divine plan with faith and humility, we too can embrace our path, trusting that every step, every challenge, and every gift has a purpose that goes beyond what we can see. A modern example of accepting destiny is Nelson Mandela, who, despite facing decades of imprisonment, never lost sight of his mission to fight for freedom and equality in South Africa. Mandela accepted his destiny with unwavering determination, and his life is a testament to how accepting destiny can lead to significant changes not only in our lives, but also in society as a whole. Accepting our mission also means being willing to sacrifice personal comfort for a greater good. This can mean giving up certain pleasures or comforts to follow a path that may be more challenging, but ultimately brings a much greater reward. By accepting our destiny with gratitude and determination, we can transform not only our lives, but also the lives of those around us. So, I invite you to consider your birth date as a portal to a deeper understanding of your purpose, not as a mere coincidence of the calendar, but as a point of connection with a greater destiny designed with celestial intentions. Personal qualities and life experiences can also be indicative of a special calling. It's essential to recognize and value these subtle signs, as each one carries the promise of a unique and meaningful journey. By accepting and exploring our peculiarities and the spiritual guides we encounter on our path, we can not only fulfill our destiny, but also inspire and enrich the lives of those around us. Remember that nothing is a coincidence. If you've made it to this part of the video, you definitely have a great mission in this life. Don't give up on your search. Every day is a new opportunity to connect with your purpose and discover how you can contribute to the world in a meaningful way. Your birth date is just the beginning of this spiritual adventure, and I'm excited to see where it will take you. Thank you for being part of this journey. Until next time.